That's why the Almighty God remains constant. The only reason why they differentiate him, how they differentiate him from other spirit beings in the celestial, is that he has hair like wool. He has this kind of thing that judges wear. That I don't want to use the word gray hair, but something like that. That's what he has. So with that, because of that hair, they call him Ancient of Days. But the face, the same face of a young man, the same body of a young man. That's the same angel Gabriel. Is, you know how angel Gabriel was from beginning, Genesis chapter 1. That's how he is still today. But children and babies are allowed to grow till they reach maturity. They stop. I hope you know in the natural that there's also a place you get to, you stop growing. Stop growing tall, stop growing. You can only do all over rising, can add weights. Yeah, even in the physical. But the problem with the physical is that when you get to that place where development stops, then after hanging around it for a while, decay sets in. You start aging. After a while, they see some wrinkle. After a while, so you now have to learn maintenance. You maintain your car, you maintain your house, you take care of your phone, you have to take care of yourself, or you will get out of here faster than God intended. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Now let's create the linkage between purpose and time. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under the sun. So time is assigned for purpose. A season is also attached to purpose. So the life God has given us is for a purpose, and it is for this purpose he gave us time. And I've read in the Bible, when a man is fulfilling his purpose, he's there fulfilling it, and he gets to a point, appointed time of departure is around, and he still has assignments that are not yet fulfilled. There are two things God does. He will allow him his time to go, but that man can ask for extension of time, and they will give him. Do you know what happens when they are playing football and the allotted time is up, but the goals have not been? Because purpose are goals you are supposed to achieve in life. For your maker sent you here to achieve those goals. You know what happens in football? The allotted time, 90 minutes, is up, but goals have not been scored. You know what they do? They extend the time. That's what they do. In the Bible, people have asked for 15 years. You can ask for 20 extra years and they'll give it to you. And when they give it to you, they renew your body and you'll come alive again to be able to. And then when Satan does something and robs you of your time, but you're a man of purpose, God can give you back that time lost. You hear the Bible saying things like, I will restore to you the years. Years, not just days. God doesn't just return a few days, a few weeks. Years that the cankerworm has eaten. These are years the enemy took out. You can ask God for extended time. You can ask God for recovery of years that the cankerworm and the caterpillars, the enemy, took away from your life. It might be sickness. You remember what happened to Job? Remember that God said it's 120 that people should live longest. When Job finished going through suffering, went through a lot, God gave Job twice. Go back to where he started, and God gave Job twice. You will see it in that verse. The Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep. Actually, if you go to chapter 1, you will see his wealth was recorded. There were 7,000. Everything now is doubled. Everything is doubled. 14,000. The Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends, and also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before. Okay, verse 11. He gave, and there came to him all his brethren, all his sisters, and all the acquaintances, and came to comfort him. And every man gave him a piece of money, everyone a piece of gold. Verse 12 gave us his animals, his wealth. Verse 13. Verse 14. 15. 16. This is the part I want you to share. And after this, Job lived 140 years and saw his sons' sons, even to what? This is a man whose children all died. He had 10 of them, 7 boys and 3 girls. They all died. These are grown-up kids that are doing parties. And it was in the party that something happened. The building fell on them and they all died. And God is now paying him back double for all his trouble. One of the things he had to do is wipe out all those years he has lived. It was like rewind the clock and said, oh yeah, start. Take from now, 140. I want you to see because he's going to start having children all over again. You're going to be alive, watch them grow. You're going to be alive, watch them get married. You're going to be alive, watch them give birth. You're going to be alive, watch their children grow. You're going to be alive, watch their children give birth. Then you're going to be alive, watch your grandchildren marry. You're going to be alive, watch your grandchildren give birth. You're going to be alive, watch your great grandchildren marry. And you're going to be alive till they give